Hi Libra, welcome to your Estranged reading for May 20th through June 19th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This reading takes a look at how do they feel, their feelings about you, the situation, what happened, and if they are interested in reaching out, will they or won't they, do they want you to, that sort of thing. To my knowledge, Secret Tarot and Tyler's Tarot both do readings called, wait a minute, hold on a minute. I think Tyler's Tarot does Will They Reach Out, and Secret Tarot does How Do They Feel About You, or How Do They Feel in General. I think Tyler does one about how do you two view each other or feel about each other. Anyway, those are the ones to my knowledge that do videos like this. This is my own spread, but and it encompasses those two readings, like that encompasses that information. But I think Tyler and Secret Tarot both have readings called, how do you view each other, or how do they feel, and will they reach out. So just wanting to give due diligence, or give someone their due. So if you have a chance, check them out. Much love and support to both of them, as well as, second thing, the recommended reader shout outs. I have two. They go to Intuitive Tarot by Scully Sati and Intuitive Tarot for Unique Souls. Both of their links are in the description box below. So much love and support to them. And also check them out if you get a chance, and show them some love and support. All right. Estranged reading. Hello for Libra. Estranged for Libra. All right. Libra. Two of Lady. High Priestess. So this kind of feels like the Chariot to me, whereas trying to make sense of two disparate energies or situations, or trying to bridge the gap between like emotion, how you feel about something, versus logic, like using your intuition to bridge the gap. This could be Pisces or Cancer. It's also a connection to the divine. So you could be withdrawing and going inward to try and divine why something happened, or to just really get to the bottom of how you feel and what you should do, regardless of how you feel. It could also be just withdrawing from the situation and kind of being secretive. Things could be very mysterious right now. Perhaps this is you feeling like you've really got a soulmate connection with somebody, but even though you're apart, you still feel that connection with them. You still feel that psychic link with connection with them. Look at this. Soulmate, psychic connection, intuitive link, and having to have patience. Wow. Okay. So, Two of Cups, Six of Cups, Strength, the Moon card, Pisces or Cancer, Leo. Lovers, this could be Gemini, Taurus, or Libra. Two of Wands. God dog it, why do I always do that? Nine of Swords, the World. Six of Wands, there we go. 10 of Wands. All right. Push that little guy aside. Okay. I still feel very, look at this, Six of Cups and the Lovers and the Two of Cups. So this is someone that still feels very connected to you. Even though you have probably withdrawn, Libra, they still feel very connected to you, and they still think of you as their person, or as like, a soulmate, like someone that they want to go through life with, that sort of thing, or connected to in a significant way. There's an air of, they might suspect that you, there might be some, I don't want to say they're confused. Maybe they think you're confused, or you're withdrawing. So you've withdrawn, you've kind of pulled back, and their immediate go-to is thinking that there's deception, or that they're just like, am I reading the signs correctly? Like, what's going on? There's kind of some confusion because there's a lack of communication. and they're waiting to hear from you. They're kind of waiting and hoping that you'll respond or that you'll make a decision, but you've kind of withdrawn, and they're just like, okay, well, what do I do? I mean, I really feel strongly for this person. They're conflicted. So on the one hand, they're waiting to see how you feel or to hear back from you, but they're conflicted about reaching out because there has indeed been an ending, but maybe they're wanting a second chance, and they're wanting, because this is reversal here. You got reversal with the Lovers. Interesting. They thought everything was fine, and then they're still feeling that everything could be fine, or why I thought everything was fine? What the hell happened? Well, there's this sense of things were working out. Everything was good. We've got 3 6s here. Holy cow. 3 6s. We got 8, 9, 10. So we got 2 10s and 2 2s. So we got change, agreement, and success. Change in the agreement that they thought was successful, or things were going along fine, and then all of a sudden there's been this like, wait, what? There was a breakup. Because 3 months ago they thought everything was fine. They thought you two were working things out or working towards the same goals. They really felt that soulmate connection with you, that you were their person, and now you've withdrawn. And they're still thinking like we're on solid ground. Maybe we're just going through something, but they are confused because they're still waiting for you. Maybe they're still waiting for you to contact them, but they don't know if they should reach out or not, but they don't want things to stand as the way they are. They still want to be with you. They're hoping for a reconciliation or, some kind of movement towards that. What's this moon card about? For Libra, what's this moon card about? Interesting, because they're... All right, my cards got all turned around here. I got some forwards and backwards. Okay. So are they confused? I don't think they're confused about how they feel. That doesn't feel like that. That feels like, okay, this person, I feel like they're my person, but they're pulling back from me. And why are they pulling back from me if they're my person? What's this 9 of Swords about for Libra? What's this 9 of Swords about? Stop doing that. What's this 9 of Swords about? So they're pretty broken up about this ending, and they don't... Maybe this is also a pattern, like it's happened before, but for some reason now they know this one's going to stick. And because there has been an ending, but they're really struggling with the closure, and they still think that there's a chance. They still want to negotiate this ending. They don't want it to be over. It's funny, these 2 cards match up. They both... Okay. And they still feel very much... And they're willing to do the work. But the thing is speaking of work, we went from a 6 of 10s, or we have 6s over here, and then we got a 10 right here, and we got a 10 right here. So this is... It's almost like it got to be too much work. They're willing to do the work, but they kind of felt like it's almost like they might feel like they're doing all the work, or like, I'm sitting here waiting. I want to hear from you. Things got to be kind of hectic. They got to be a bit much. It was a lot of work, but it doesn't seem like it matters. It seems like they're still really wanting to be with you. They don't want this ending, and they're hoping that there's a chance that this ending could be reversed, or that it's not going to stand, that this is a break, not a breakup. And they thought you two were on solid footing and that there was a strong, solid connection. And then you've withdrawn, probably because of the breakup, because of this ending, because why wouldn't you if there's a breakup, right? And now they're just like, I still am very conflicted about how I feel. I still feel for this person, but why, did they lie to me? Did they not feel the way I felt? And it's like they want some answers. They want some answers about this connection. And it's really taking a toll on them, this breakup. On the one hand, it could be like, this is really hard on them. But also, I think they just, the weight of the breakup, the weight of trying to sort everything out with the questions that they have, and you've just done an about face, and probably ended things is really taking a toll on them. They just don't understand. They want some answers. What's his 10 of Wands about? What's his 10 of Wands about? Yeah. It could be that there's a distance between you. It's not that you've broken up yet, although we got, I mean, come on. And it could be like someone thinks that the relationship was one-sided. Like all of a sudden they had to do all of the work in the relationship, that it just got to be too much. And you're either still feeling that connection with them, or you're just, it is because you've withdrawn. Which, this is kind of weird, because if they're trying to keep the connection alive and yet you've broken up, that's weird. You know what I mean? Like it's like, take the hint, but if you're needing time to process this, I could see why you kind of gone like missing or kind of pulled back, because they're not really giving you much space. I mean, they are, it's not that you two are in contact with each other. Maybe you are, maybe they keep reaching out because they're really having a hard time with this ending. But this 10 of Wands with the Empress, maybe this is them wanting to tell you that they'll work really hard to reestablish this connection where you two can thrive, or they really want to make this work. They really do want to make this work. That could be the end of it. But if this is things already ended and they're not taking a hint, there's something wrong here. Because it's like, you know what, look, stop. Just, you might have had it good before, but then if you pull back, not you, this person, and it's like, well, I hate to say this, don't get mad, but it's like, I want my mommy back. I hate to say that, but sometimes this shows up when the relationship was one-sided. It was a lot of work for somebody because they were doing all of the nurturing and the support and the caring, and the other person was just kind of living their best life because of this nurturing, support, and caring. So I think, though, this is saying, here we have working towards victory and success here, being on the same page, working things out, and then we got this ending, and we come over here and we've got someone still wanting to do the work to make this relationship thrive. So it could be that somebody is really wanting to work on that which kind of ended you, and they're really hoping this is a break, not a breakup. I think they want to be able to tell you that. I think they want to, because they feel pretty strongly about you and the relationship, and they feel like you belong together. And they're really hoping they'll hear from you again. They want to reach out, but they don't know if it's, they are conflicted because they probably feel like you're not going to be receptive to it. All right. I got nothing. No more questions. I think I'm good. I don't have any more questions. So if you want to reach out to them, because they want to, this is about someone feeling like you two belong together and they're willing to do the work. So the choice is going to be yours. If you want things to work out, I mean, you got the green light from them. All right. What does Libra need to know here? What does Libra need to know? Libra need to know. Libra need to know. 10 of Wands again. It's a lot of work. So right here, this is saying the person's up for it, but they're also acknowledging that, it was a lot of work, or it's going to be a lot of work to get back to where we were thriving, this soulmate energy here, the perfect partner type situation, like more than, what you wanted and more, basically. You got 10 of Wands twice here, and that speaks to an inordinate amount of effort for what may be not enough payoff. A burden, hard work, stress. Is it going to be worth it? I'm surprised the 7 of Coins didn't show up here, but we've got a decision to make. And maybe this is you wondering if it's worth it. Maybe this is them waiting to hear from you if you're in. Like, are you in? Do you want to work on this? Or it's them going, I just don't know if I should reach out about this ending, because it started to be a lot of work, and I felt like I was the only one that really cared about, us moving forward. I didn't 3 months ago. 3 months ago, everything was great, and we were connected. But now all of a sudden I feel like my Libra person has withdrawn, and I seem to be the only one that cares about this soulmate connection. On the one hand, it's like, okay, take the hint. If you've withdrawn, there's a reason. On the other hand, it could be that it's just so dang much work that both of you are at the crossroads about it. Both of you are like, maybe this just isn't worth it. All right. That's it? No, it's not. What else for Libra? Give me a snapshot for Libra. We got the Ten of Wands twice and the Wheel of Fortune twice. So, and the Two of Cups twice. So this is a relationship that at the very least needed a break in the cycle. This represents patterns of behavior or bad habits that might start getting in the way, or that you've had this situation before and it's kind of starting to take its toll. The Nine of Wands, Swords and the Ten of Wands. It's almost like I just can't do this anymore. That's what these two are, when they're together, that's what they're saying. All right. But there's a love there. This is somebody that truly feels like you two belong or belonged together, and they're just having a really hard time with this ending. What else for Libra? Libra. Clouds and House. A very stormy relationship of longevity. Well, the breakup was, I'm glad that it happened, honestly, because if this was a pattern of relating to each other, there needed to be a break in that pattern. There needed to be a break. It went from you two being on the same page to a lot of stinking work, a burden, you two maybe not being on the same page all of a sudden. Same page, not same page. Same page, I'm not sure if we're on the same page anymore. So things are very uncertain and unclear for this long established relationship, and you have withdrawn, and perhaps you are wondering if you want this to continue, this relationship to continue. And your partner at this time is willing to do whatever it takes, but they don't know why you feel this way, or they don't know how to feel themselves. Maybe they're in the same boat wondering, yeah, I want this to work out, but should it? Just because we can work this out doesn't mean we should. Like, are we just asking for more heartache here? So basically, Libra, you're at the crossroads, aren't you? I mean, there's been this break, but you've gone dark. So maybe there's a reason why that's not showing up here, but you have your reasons. Or is it that you're doing something in secret? Do you feel like you need to shut down because things haven't been stable? Things have been really stormy and uncertain, and you feel like you need a break from this person at the very least because they're so dang controlling. But I don't see that here. I don't see the Devil. I don't see the Temperance. Maybe this is just a relationship you feel like has run its course and you just don't feel that connection anymore. Maybe this is the opposite of feeling still psychically connected to them. You're just wanting to shut the whole thing down because you just need a break from how much work it is to be in this relationship. Maybe it's run its course. 2 tens. Change. All right. 3 tens. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 3 tens. New conditions. So there has been this break, and now it could be very well that you're both deciding. Of course, this one wants you back. They're confused, but you're just like, I don't know if I want to continue anymore. I just don't know. I don't know if I feel the same. I don't think they're confused about how they feel. I think they're confused by your withdrawal. All right. I hope this was helpful for you, Libra. I hope things work out. If nothing else, that you're able to figure out what you want and you're able to proceed with that. All right. You take care. I hope to see you in the next reading.